Hey, and welcome to season 6, episode 188 of Shades of Blue.
This is culturally inappropriate.
We are the most comprehensive show about Manchester City, covering both the men's and women's game, spanning both sides of the Mason-Dixon line, from the Atlantic to the Pacific. We making art over here, capitalized A. I am Crunk Chocolate, and I am here with the hydration hound himself, the man in blue, Sharpie Charlie. How's it going? How you doing? How you feeling?
First time in almost 36 years of life I've ever been called a hydration hound.
I just needed.
And there's the alliteration is great.
Yes.
And there's a double entendre there, and we're gonna leave it at that. I'm doing great, man. I'm hydrated, and just celebrated day 1, year 15 in the classroom. Real OG status right now.
Congratulations. So cool.
My favorite line: "Been teaching longer than you've been alive." They just look so befuddled, like, damn. That nigga old. Now I am, bro. 15 is crazy. I'm 13. So it's been cool, man. It's good. How are you doing over there, bro?
Yeah, all good. Had a nice run of really amazing weather. Just like 72, sunny, very little clouds. Just leave all the windows open, and the dog just falls asleep out on the balcony. It's so nice.
God damn it, that's scenic. That's the Midwestern lore. Have you ever just randomly on a Thursday check the forecast and you get a great weekend followed by that 2 days of the week? It's man, these are the things you appreciate once you go through the hottest days of Earth and the coldest days. These nice days, I'm gonna savor this. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yes, for sure. It's holding on to it while we can, because autumn, fall just kind of gets skipped by now, and gotta enjoy it while we can.
It's a sweet spot. Late October is okay, we get that crisp high of 63. Bring out the hoodie. Yeah, it's coming. But we gotta wait on it. We gotta earn it.
Hoodie weather. Oh man, I miss it so soon. If you're watching on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, like that video. Leave a comment on your thoughts of the episode throughout the episode. While you're watching, just blow our comments up. We're here for that. I will reply to every single one. Try me. Audio podcast app, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all of those things. Rate us 5 stars. Leave a nice review. Say something nice, please and thank you. It really does help the algorithm. It really, you might not think it does, but why does every podcast say it? Why do we all ask you to do it? There's a reason. And hey, maybe you don't want to do any of those things. How about you subscribe to our Patreon for $6 a month? You get ad-free episodes. You get extra episodes, match previews, our interview series, tons of just content specifically for Patreon for $6 a month, on top of what you're listening to now on the feeds. And also, again, no ads. No ads is the best. Through Patreon, you can link RSS feed to your whatever podcasting app you use. You can watch the video also. There's an app, so you can just play it while you walk, while you run errands. If you're just kicking back, you can just watch an episode. Good times. Hit that episode description. $6 a month. We appreciate you. Today, we are going to talk. We're in the final week. Whereabouts of transfer window, or how Maresca calls it, the window transfer. And movement. It's finally starting to happen. We're getting there. So we're going to talk it out. Maresca was asked some interesting questions himself, and I want to play a couple of his answers because they intrigued me. Then we will review the comeback victory against Bournemouth. Oh, man. Goodness gracious, that game had me stressed. But let's get into these transfers. But actually, let's hear a couple of quotes, a little tidbits from Baldwin. our new manager. Shout out to Courtney Stith, Pep Zero. That was the one that she sent me. Is Pep Zero.
Oh, that's perfect.
That's
oh my
so
God.
good.
That's so good. Bravo. Bravo.
I was
Slow
like,
clap.
I know. I was like, I'll eventually use this, and I used it
Get
immediately.
down.
I used it immediately.
Yeah, you got to. It's that
Couldn't
good.
even hold on to it.
Even had the same celebration.
Right? Okay. So he was asked if he attempted to talk Rodri and these other players who want to leave. Hey, did you ask them to stay? Did you try to talk them into staying?
It is quite clear when players they want to leave, and then it's difficult for any reason they want to leave. Then it's complicated to convince them to stay or to change their thoughts. So it happened with Rodri. The same thing is happening with Savio. Since day one, he asked me that he wants to leave. So now we are waiting, but it's complicated, when the player they are thinking that they need a new challenge or they want to change because they want probably back Spain or they want to play more minutes for different reasons. So it's become complicated then to convince them to stay.
I have thoughts, of course, because it's like part of me wants to call Cap. Because it's just like, you're new to the club. You don't know these players. I understand they want to leave because they weren't getting minutes. Could you not say, I got you? The opportunity for minutes will be there. You couldn't give them some assurances. Sure, Rodri's situation has a new knee. He's getting old. Let's go back to Spain where the game speed and intensity is different. But you couldn't talk any of these younger players to stay. And maybe even I'll give you Reinders, because you just don't turn down 20 million a year, I suppose, especially when you're a 28, 29-year-old footballer. I don't know, like the whole Marmoush situation, Nico G, like there are these players, and that is a lot of the conversation. And I know we tend to not get answers until like years later through some random doc or something like that. I don't know. I don't like that he's being like, it's the players. It's them. It's their fault.
Well, is that really that much different? We said he's Pep Zero. The same thing Pep said, like, when players aren't happy, you can go. You just bring an offer to the club. We meet your evaluation, and the money's flowing with the World Cup boost, right? We clearly know there's a World Cup tax. If you pay attention to the market every summer, it's spiked now. And so, yeah, like, hey, you can go get that money, please. Please and thank you. But I will say this, right? Some players are just out of position or they aren't the best at their position, right? So with Marmoush, he's not Holland. He's never going to be Holland, and he's not as good as Doku or Semenyo, right, as a winger. So you're just stuck being a number two. If you see yourself as a number one, can't do it. Savio, that's just a ludicrous offer from Spurs. You want to give us 85, God bless you. Take it. We don't need to ask questions. Thank you so much. We'll figure it out. We'll find another Brazilian, as we'll talk about. And then the Nico G of it all, right? That's the one that hurts me the most because I feel like he proved himself last season. We saw the run of games. We saw the FA Cup performance. Like, we know Nico G can ball. But for whatever reason, these ball men don't like him. Like, the Spaniard or the Italian. And I can't figure out why. I will not defend that. I was sad to see the news once the link started. He said he was going to fight, and it's like, he realized it ain't no fighting. It sucks. But, that's that one in Trafford are the two that hurt me this season of all the people that are being sold or leave, right? But other than that, like, I get it. And even Trafford, right? He's not going to wait again. He wants to be the starter at the Euros in the UK. Like, that's his mission. He got to go be somebody's number one. And of course he gets a clean seat in the first game. So, that's the way the cookie crumbles. But as I said in the chat, man, we're making history. This is going to be the biggest summer sales ever. Once, things are completed. And that's pretty crazy to think about, which means that we can buy as much as we want. So let's go have some fun this last week.
And the way that PSR works, you have to spend, well, for the Premier League, it's 85%, but Champions League, you can't spend more than 70% of the money that you make between all of these. That's why City's just signing all these random ass deals. Like we got a Chinese deal with Man City and Durex. It's just like, wait, what? Like how does this work? It's all getting weird in the best way possible. Like it is what it is. Everybody's gonna hate us. Like cook whatever books y'all need to. I don't care anymore.
We are the best at capitalism, bro. Like seriously, that's what it is.
That is what it is.
Like Khaldun, Ferran, like they don't mess around, bro. We are out here making money, spending money. Like we gonna do it. This show keeps going, and when you see numbers that are linked with certain players or the ones we pay for, like Elliot Anderson and Bouaddi, who's 18. Now, he is a Moroccan, started a World Cup, which is real, and he started for Lille. But it's like, yo, we just dropped 200 plus like it was nothing. I remember when Jack Grealish went for 100 was like content for 3 weeks, right? Like it was like, oh my God.
Forever, honestly.
And then the day after we got Elliot Anderson, or 2 days later, Morgan Rogers breaks the record, right? So it's just like, and it might get broken again. So the money is just going to keep going up. I mean, because think about it. Barcola, he's rumored to be over 130, 140.
Yeah.
Like, if he comes in at less than 110, I'll be shocked.
It's definitely not going to be that.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot. They're getting money for him, PSG. So it's the money's out here.
Because the thing is, like, people were talking about everything being inflated, but you just use whatever. Hey, this person was sold for this much. I do believe this player is a better player. They should probably be paying more. So then you have to, and that's just how the market is. So if people want the market to change, you now have to ask clubs to take less money, and they're never going to do that.
Furthermore, you could do better scouting like Brentford. You could do better scouting like Brighton. You could do better scouting like all these other mid-table clubs that continue to find these gems. A Manzambi going to Aston Villa, right? He hasn't even played yet because he's recovering from injury, but like they're not breaking more than 60, right? Sangare, who just dominated Spurs, was only a $50 million signing. Like that's crazy. And you see that he might be, if not just as good, probably better than Tonali and Fernandez, right?
Yeah.
Like and they were so much more. So you got to do the work. And I think that's what's frustrating if you're a member of a big club or a fan of a big club, is like, these smaller clubs have these incredible systems. Why don't we have the resources in the same things? We can spend the money, but we don't spend it as widely. Because if you gave Brentford, Man United's budget or Spurs' budget, do you know what they would do? They might win a Champions League, bro. Like, what do you mean?
With those scouts and everything? Yeah. They have their vision. They have their system. No, that's a very good shout. It is very interesting how even with with City's struggles, and City once upon a time had like the best scouts, and that's how we found all these players. And I know they've been getting pilfered one by one over the last decade. But like, did we not have a scouting team for scouting teams? Like where? And Bouaddi is, like you said, he's a Moroccan international. He's not really hidden. I guess he is in Ligue 1, like if you're watching it, but like where are the deep cuts? And I guess that's Allan, which we'll get to.
But here's the thing, right? Think about it. Go back a few years. We got Jeremy Doku when nobody was really hot on Doku.
That's fair.
We got Sharpie for the cheapest price. He might go down as the best pound for pound signing in club history. Him and Holland, right? £30 million for Ryan Sharkey. Stupid.
That is. It is very stupid.
Crazy. And then, another one from France, Kuzanov. So that's like 4 players in the last 4 seasons. We're rating League on the same way we used to rate Bundesliga.
Okay, yeah.
It's just the talent has shifted and where people are getting their starts. And so as far as they used to joke about it being a farmer league, no. It's the minor league for the Premier League. Like if you can prove yourself there, you're ready for the big day, the big payday, which is for you might be $125K a week, which is crazy because that's nothing in the Premier League. If you're a top club, it's like, okay, thank you, come in. Like it's a beautiful system when you figure it out. And I think the smart clubs are doing it now. What you don't want to do, like Liverpool, is catch them too late. So you don't want to catch Barcola once everybody knows his name. He's won 2 Champions Leagues. The price of the brick went up.
It's way up.
You want to catch them before they get on the international stage, as we've done, other than Bouaddi, and that's still going to be, under the going rate for a top class midfielder.
Yes. Okay. Fair shouts. I love this. Okay. All right. Continuing on. That's about a nice little conversation. I love that. Next, he was asked if he's worried about losing more players than he is bringing in. Cool, calm, nonchalant from Maresca.
No, I'm not. I'm not worried. I'm not concerned. We, since day one, we know exactly what we need. We are working together with the, with the sport director, with the club. And again, it's 10 days to go, 11 days to go, and many things can happen.
So cool, so calm, so collected. And I get it, because he's not wrong. since he has said this, City have brought in a couple of players, they've sold a couple of players. So I get it. It just is, it's frustrating. All right. Speaking of said players leaving, let's start off with the pair going to Tottenham. We got Savio with an engorged deal. It was already like a crazy number, but then, there's the rumors, the links, the apparentlys and rumored and allegedlys saying that the Savio deal, they put a little bit of extra on that to get a sweetheart deal for Marmoush, which also has been confirmed. It's a year-long loan with a clause in there. Basically, if he plays a certain amount of games, probably a certain amount of minutes, things like that, they will have to buy him for $50 million. And like you said before we recorded, Marmoush now can't face us. We have to deal with Savio. I don't think anybody's really worried about Savio, but Marmoush, if he's at his best, is trouble. How do you feel about these two moves?
It's there are only two leagues that you can go from and make a profit if you're City. One is in Saudi and one is the Premier League. We don't sell to anybody else and actually get a big fund, right? So I think it makes sense just to say, hey, send you off. And in my mind, the enemy of the enemy is my friend. If we make Spurs stronger, they could at least finally take a point off of Arsenal. It's been so many years.
It has.
It's like those that run where, and even though it's always like Man United always nicks one off of us. They can be terrible and find a way to get a draw or find a way to get a win. But Spurs cannot do anything against Arsenal recently. So that would be like, hey, go out there, go prosper, please. Go do better. I beg of you.
Literally begging you.
Yeah, if Jack Grealish is called back to Everton on loan or, a deal to buy, go be great and take a point off Liverpool. Just do something, please. Please. I'm not worried about them facing us. We're better than both those clubs, but or any other club. Just go away and hurt our enemies and all is well. And hey, these players were a part of our double cup run last year. That's huge. They play integral parts. We don't make these finals without the lead ups by guys like Marmoush and Sevilla and Nico G. So it's like, hey, thank you for your service, and I'm happy that you get more playing time.
I am happy for Nico G. I do want him to experience some sort of joy, because big fan of him, and I think he's gonna ball out. Newcastle needs all the help that they can get to. It's one of those things, you sent him to a team that is going to struggle, and same thing with Tottenham. Tottenham can spend all the money and bring in all the players and change all the managers, and they seem to just get more and more Spursy. So it is unfortunate to have lost these players, but how much does it hurt? What do you say about the people who are upset that Tottenham added on a little bit more to the Savio to get the sweetheart deal with Marmoush? A lot of people, rivals, are talking crazy about City like they always do.
I'm sorry. Hate us because you ain't us. It doesn't move me. They wish they could sell their players. Like Arsenal finally got a player that was sold over 50 million for the first time. Like Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain was their top selling player from like, I don't know, 2011 or some shit. So like, people want to be able to cycle greatness the way we do. And that's the thing. Our reputation's so good. You always see the highs. So everybody has the tape of Nico G being great, but he obviously wasn't as good as Rodri. Everybody knows Marmoush can be a banger. He's just not Holland. So these players are like wanted and needed by these clubs who are trying to come back. And I'm sorry that y'all can't do the same thing we do. I'm not sorry, but it sucks that you can't.
Oh, okay. Bouaddi done deal. 100 million euros for an 18-year-old. We talked about the pressure that was put on Jack Grealish, and it never stopped a rival fan to make fun of Grealish or whatever because of that price smart. Bouaddi is 18. He's going to mess up. He will make mistakes, and again, it's euros, so like they inflate. Like if you want to put it in American dollars, and then the number is real crazy. But do you think that that's too much money and pressure on an 18-year-old footballer?
Not at all. He's faced pressure. He's played for his country, like in the biggest tournament in the world, and started every match, right? That's pressure. He's just going to play football at the best club in Europe and the best club in England. And sorry, Arsenal, I know you won the league. I still don't think you're a better club than us. So like he will. I looked it up. He turns 19 on October 2nd. Day beside me, shout out to Libra boys.
Yeah,
and it's that balance, right? Being in midfield, you got to be balanced. I love it. But no, he's gonna be great, man. Because think about it. If you were to say, hey, a club could buy Lamine Yamal for 85 million pounds, people would jump all over that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like in a heartbeat. You would sell off Savio and Marmoush and everybody else for that. Bouaddi's that type of player. He just plays DM. He's coming in at basically 40 million pounds cheaper than Elliot Anderson and 5 years younger. Think about Diamande going to Real Madrid. They had to pay a crazy money to Leipzig for him. Same age profile, same group. I think we got a great deal for what the market is right now, especially when you think about what's going to happen possibly with every midfielder in England, like Enzo Fernandez, right? Like we heard we see the valuations for him. Don't know if we're going to be able to talk Chelsea down, but he could easily get the money back, and he's going for 125. So it's like, I love this 85. I love the size profile. I love the athleticism. The clip. I'm not going to I watch every single minute of Lille, right? I've seen the same clips as everybody else, but when you see a baller, you know a baller. And guys who I trust on X scouts were just talking about him back in the winter. Like, hey, this is the guy. He's next up. And lo and behold, he's here. So he's ours. And I saw the image from DR Sports. It was like Rodri, De Bruyne, Bernardo, Elliot Anderson, Sharpie, Bouaddi. And hey, you gotta reload. I'm not saying they will be as great.
Yes.
But that's the plan, right? You have to put people in. We saw what Sharpie can do. He can definitely be De Bruyne-esque.
Yes.
I know Elliot Anderson started for England. Nobody will be Rodri, but I think he can be an amazing 8-6 hybrid. We've seen the legs, we've seen the passing. Bouaddi, I'm not saying he will be Bernardo Silva, but he's already more athletic. So, we go from there. And I'm excited to see it.
And honestly, you probably will swap it. Elliot Anderson will be the Bernardo Silva, and Bouaddi will be the Rodri.
Great shot.
Yeah, just because of the for position. And my dumbass, I did a whole bunch of research on Elliot Anderson, and I have the script written. I just never recorded and edited it.
His numbers are sick, bro. He dominated Nottingham Forest last year.
Yes.
He's like top 3 in every meaningful midfielder stat. It's crazy.
And he did everything that Bernardo did and got more reps in on a harder team, more successful in a lot of those stats as well. He was sloppier on the ball, but when you're comparing him to Bernardo Silva, that's easy. And then also it's Nottingham Forest. Like if he gets in pressure, he has to hit it back to. I was trying to remember who the Nottingham Forest players are, but I got nothing.
Like Gibbs White and
Gibbs White is he's the one person he would pass it to, and success would come from. But I mean, like his center backs, which they were good.
Oh yeah, those big guys, the big one and the little one, right?
Yes.
Murillo and
Murillo,
the one that ends in itch. It's another one of those Eastern European guys, and
and so like if it are because he would be bailing those guys out on the ball. Sure, I'm sure the times when he would receive the ball, it's not the best. But even it was like Bernardo maybe would lose the ball 8% of the time, 6% of the time, and he would lose the ball 12% of the time, 13% of the time. It's not significant gap, but there is one. But again, Bernardo Silva, all-time player. So it's kind of hard to just straight compare him to Bernardo.
Oh. Just real quick, I was thinking, like, think about when we signed Bernardo, right? It was 6-7 years ago, so he was getting into his prime. We're now catching Bouaddi way earlier. Even think about when we signed Rodri, right? We're catching him at the time where, like, we're going to truly manage you and train you and coach you up for greatness. Yeah. Elliot Anderson, you already played at a World Cup and started every game and made it to a third place game. Like, you know how to play football. Now we're going to take all that to the next level, and you're only 23. So everything that we wanted when we were ready for that, post-trouble rebuild, we did it in staggers. We did some winter markets. We hit on some. We missed on some. But the team still has the most internationals in the Premier, or just about the most internationals in the Premier League. We're trading like for like as far as like world-class talent. As far, people that play for their countries. I would not say anybody's Rodri. Don't quote me on that, aggregators. But yeah, like I'm excited to see, now that we've gotten the first game in the season out of the way, like what happens next week, what happens in September, post-international break, when we hopefully get our full squad back with Doku, right? Like, I really do think this is going to be a special year.
Yeah, Will. Oh my God, I'm super excited. Okay, let's see who else. Oh, here we go. Speaking of this whole Bouaddi thing, filling in for Rodri, Maresca was asked, "How do you plan on filling this Rodri-sized hole?" And I'm not gonna lie, chat, I fucked with his answer heavy.
I'll try to find the new Rodri. Ace where it is. Rodri, when arrived here, he didn't win the Ballon d'Or. He didn't win the Champions League. He didn't win the Club World Cup. Then joined the club, and then after, he achieved many important things. So now the target for us is try to find the new Rodri. I think when I was thinking last night when David Silva was here, everyone was worried. Kevin arrived. When Agüero was here, everyone was worried. Erling arrived. Fernandinho, Rodri arrived. It's just about this. When they leave, you need to be good in recruit the next one. But they are all similar. David, Kevin, Fernandinho, Rodri, Agüero, Erling. There is one more that now I forgot, but last night I was thinking about that. It's normal. It's a change. It's not a problem. It's just go again and try to do the right things.
Nailed it.
I'm clapping. I was applauding as that was going, chat, because he understands that it's all about succession. Shouts to HBO. You just got to come up with somebody next, man. Like, we don't stop. We don't rebuild. We just reload. We won trophies in a year where everybody was pissed off for like a third of the season. But we won 2 cups and pushed Arsenal to the third to last game of the season, right? After playing like trash. So we are still like really, really great at this. And everything he's saying is true. That these people, like, if you remember a long time ago, Rodri being the understudy to Fernandinho was not always that great. People wanted Ferner back in when Rodri was starting to mess up. When Haaland came in, now he was the exception. He literally was perfect that first year. It was amazing, phenomenal. You got it. But even people like Jack Grealish, right? Like, he wasn't super great the first year. Riyad Mahrez, he came in. It was like, hey, give him another year. You'll see what happens. Gundo came in injured. Like, players who stay at City for 3 years normally start to come through and show their talent and like really grow. Wait, are we going to talk about the Brazilian guy, the new guy?
Allan.
I forgot. I just thought about it. I'm sorry. My bad.
Allan. Yes. After this, yes. Allan, and I kind of want to ask you about Cody Gakpo.
Oh, let's have some fun, baby.
So yeah. I like his answer, but you could easily, on the other side, to kind of like combat what he said, and just quote a line from Jay-Z from Lost Ones. I heard motherfuckers saying they made Hove, say, okay, so make another Hove. Like, and that is the situation. We've seen City do it. Like, he gave multiple examples. I also think the other one he might have did was defensive, was company to Stones. Like, that's what I thought. I was thinking maybe he was thinking about. And City do have a history of just like, once one leaves, another one comes. You don't honestly assume they're going to end up being club legends, but that is just how the cookie crumbles.
We should do like a episode one day, or like just a graphic where we show like from Pep's first team the lineage of every position, and you just see like great, really good, great, really great. Because like I'm thinking like after Company, Stones, after Stones, Diaz, after Diaz, Bardiol, like that's a crazy succession of just like excellent center back play, and that's all we've known for 10 years. So yeah, it's beautiful to be a City fan.
We are very blessed. Okay, yeah, no, let's get to this. Allan from Palmeiras, Brazilian League, the 22-year-old. It's 40 million euros. People were losing their ever given minds when the 100 million release clause was pushed. And once again, I posted it on social media, but I'll say it again. You don't have to meet or pay the release clause. The only reason why you have to do it is because then the team, well, I thought teams couldn't say no, but Tottenham paid Morgan Gibbs White release clause, and still somehow he's not an enforced player. But
when you have a mob boss as your owner, the contract is just a piece of paper.
No. Yes, so traditionally, normally, 9,999 times out of 10,000, usually the player goes. So, but you can haggle, you can talk, you can have a conversation, and 40 million for a team like Palmeiras in the Brazilian league, that's big money, huge money.
And funny thing, bro, he is 9 days younger than Savio. So it literally is like a thing where it's like, I had to look it up on Google. I was like, April 2nd, April 19th, April 10th, April 19th. And he is the guy that's like, well, we tried it once. It wasn't great, but we made a crazy profit off of him. So City literally still has made a profit, even if you put in that price, because we got so much money back for Savio. Thank you, Spurs. We appreciate you. We are grateful for your service. Shit, give him the same number. I don't care. Welcome. Yeah, this is great. And I think, as I was saying before, you need players who want to be at the big club. This is a huge move, right? The same with Gabi Jesus. You go straight from Brazil to City. You are happy just playing at the club. You are happy in our facility. You're happy at City Football Academy, like at the at the stadium, at the training grounds. Like everything is the best you've ever seen in your life. So if you only play 12 minutes in Premier League game, that's huge. When you get that first start in the cup or in the League Cup or FA Cup, phenomenal, right? Like that's the type of player you got to have to go underneath your Dokus and your Semenyos. So it's like that's how you build a full squad. You heard or you read about him Maresca saying he's going to bring up 3 kids from the academy that we watched over the last couple of years. That's awesome because all those kids want to do is put on that shirt and play for the first team. Makadu and Heskey and Samba, like so the pieces are there to round out a squad. It's just not as old. The old guys are now 30.
Yes.
I think Diaz. Kovacic is the senior member of the squad at 32.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy where everybody else is under him. So we got so much younger. We just started the youngest average 11. We'll talk about the match later, but like, I'm really excited for the way Vienna is piecing together a team now in his third window, right? He had January, or is it fourth window? Yeah, because he came in with the first one with Kuzanov. So he had January, summer. Yeah, this fourth window, and I think he's crushing it overall.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be exciting. No, you saying he's 9 days younger, that's wild, because that is the big conversation that people are really pissed off that they're like, you're getting rid of Savio for a dude who's 22, because people still think about Savio as that 19-year-old kid who joined us. And it's like, no, he's definitely grown up. Unfortunately, gotten very comfortable. He's happy. Like it does just seem like he wants the ball. And
he's just not as good, bro. If he was scoring goals, nobody would be thinking about selling him. Let's be real. If he finished those chances that he's great at creating at a higher clip, none of us would want him to go.
So
he's
great
like,
at creating.
Because he's the only natural left footer other than Sharpie and Foden. And I'm sorry, only natural left footed wing other than Sharpie. So you actually would love his position in the squad. Like, I don't know, Allan, is he left footed, right footed? Do you know? I haven't watched a single second.
Let me look it up. He might be right-footed, if I remember right, because I remember people being like pissed about that he wasn't even. No, he's left-footed. He is left-footed.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, we literally got a region, and he's 5'9", so about the same size.
Yeah, he just has a really, from what I've been able to see and read and hear, is he does have a better work rate than Savio. Like Savio, you had to really like force him to run up and down the pitch, and Allan seems to thrive there. And he is a slightly more clinical winger than him. It's not much.
And he hasn't played in top leagues, right? He's only done it in the Serie A in Brazil. He hasn't played in La Liga or FIO. Loves the dribble. And he's got the ink, Joe. He is young Wiz Khalifa. He said, tap my whole body. Because I looked at some pictures, I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Him and Nico O'Reilly going to get on great. No language barriers, but we're talking art. What's your next piece, bro? We're going for it. The YNs are here. I love it. I love it so much. City YNs, let's get it. Well, you know, Bouaddi gonna walk around with his left sleeve. It's gonna be crazy.
He's gonna walk onto the practice with a Scully, a shiesty, yeah, and walk in there with a shiesty and be like,
"Yo, it's all be a Nico O'Reilly creation, bro." He just get all the YNs, shiesties,
and then Halloween, all the Bible boys are like, "What is going on?" We'll pray for them.
Find my wife. Let me go find my wife. It's too much.
Babe, we gotta go pray for Nico.
He's on demon time right now.
Oh, I love it. No, that's what happened. Phil Foden saw Nico O'Reilly coming, and he's like, "Nah, I gotta bring these girls back." People thought I was about that life, but I am not about that life. I need to straighten up my life.
Yo, do you think? And this is gonna hurt some people's ears. I'm sorry. I'm gonna joke on Phil Foden, y'all. So if you want to skip ahead 10 seconds, feel free. Do you think Phil Foden looks around him like, these niggas are talented? Oh my God, these niggas are so good. They're so good. What do you mean? I was the guy. I was the guy. I did it this decade. It was like 3 seasons ago. It don't even matter now, bro.
You never want
damn North African fucking Ryan Shirky. I think in his deepest, darkest places on True Serum, the things Phil Foden would say about Ryan Shirky, bro.
On True Serum, it's crazy.
It's that man's guts, dog. You know he does, man. This man took Jack Grealish's number before he played a second for the team. They got rid of Jack for Ryan Shirky. Good day, sir. We don't even care that you're on loan. Your number's gone. You are now number 18 in the book.
Right, have 18, I guess. That was an open number.
My God.
Oh, my God.
Phil Foden hates Shirky so bad. All those little videos of them playing keep you ups together and all the skills, and you clueless off Shirky was better. Bless his heart. He's just trying so hard. Stockport and Iniesta forever.
Yeah, we'll always have Stockport and Iniesta. So yeah, Allan it is. Okay, before we get to this game, Cody Gakpo. I'm not going to lie. I don't fox with Cody Gakpo at all at Liverpool. But technically, it's the thing that gets footballers, it's like the Garnacho thing. Like people are like, man, if only he could get back to this guy. Because when you look at Gakpo, speed, strength, explosiveness, he likes running at people. Man just can't score a goal, and all the opportunities that he might create on the ball, he immediately wastes it when he tries to pass. So he just ends up holding onto the ball and taking shots at insane angles because he doesn't know how to pass the ball correctly.
So I wanted to go to FB Ref as I talked about this because I want to use facts to do this. Last season for Liverpool started 32 games, 2,700 minutes, 12 GNA. The year before that, only started 33, had 800 less minutes, 14 GNA. Year before that, less minutes, 1,700 minutes, 13 GNA. In the Premier League, he's averaging around 11 goals and assists. That's a quality player. It's not a great starter, but if you can bring Cody Gakpo as your depth piece or just your utility wing to play when Doku's hurt, to play in the cup match, because that's what you need, right? We're trying to build out 22 players to win all the trophies. That's what we go after, right? We don't just go for one, we go for them all. Well, 3 trophies now because we lost Community Shield. But you have to get guys who are proven. He's a Dutch international. He's been an international for years. He scored in the World Cup, scored in 2 World Cups now. So it's not like Cody Gakpo can't perform. He's just not truly elite, and that's okay. Even Doku, not that great of a goal scorer, right? Like we got guys who can score. Will they get better? I hope. But my saving grace is he's never played with Erling Haaland. And so the way that Haaland's gravity is kind of like Steph Curry, he opens up the floor for you. You just got to be there. You're going to get so many 1v1s because how they going to leave you? And then now you got Haaland right here, right? Or your assist numbers go up because you got midfielders crashing the box. All you got to do is square that pass. And so I hope that, if that happens, who knows? This is the last week of the transfer market, so anything's possible. But I'm not opposed to Cody Gakpo. Again, another YN. Come on down. He's a little older. He's on the elder side of the YN group, but he's 26, 27. Come on through. He's a husband. If you saw the story in the World Cup, what happened with him and his wife, he's been through some things. He's lived. He's seen a lot. I would welcome him with open arms as a wonderful squad player.
No, him as a sub, like if a team is absolutely exhausted from chasing City around the pitch an entire match and Cody Gakpo comes on in the 75th minute, no, you're pissed.
You can't teach that size, man. 6'1.5". He's huge.
And fast and strong, like truly. No, you sold me now. Look at this. I said
it's a plus to have in the squad. He's not better than Doku, so nobody's saying start the squad. But
there we go.
We need talent. Like take some depth, take a proven player, and if Liverpool want to get off to make room for Barcola, come on your way. Give me your tire, you're hungry, you're poor.
That part.
Give me your tire, you're hungry, you're poor, and let's cook.
Let's go. Okay. All right. Let's talk about this match against Bournemouth.
Comeback City, baby.
Starting 11 was Donnarumma, Lewis, Huzanov, Diaz, Bardiol. In the midfield, we had Anderson, O'Reilly, and Mark Guehi. Foden on the right wing, Semenyo on the left, Haaland up top. I gotta play this. This is Maresca answering, why Guehi in the midfield?
In this moment, it's just, for me, matter of to find solution, to see different things. I know Mark from Palace, and I always thought that he could be a good midfielder. So sometimes you visualize things you need to try. We tried the first 2 days of the week after Arsenal game as a central defender step in. And then the last 2 days we try him as a proper midfielder, just stay there. And overall I think was good performance from him. The good thing is that now he give us solution also for the future.
And shout out to the homie Jack Gone. He was like, okay, so you said solution for the future. Like, what does that mean? Like, is this what we're going to be seeing now? Is Margehi midfield? And he was like, no, it's not a long-term solution, but it is a solution. And I want other solutions. I want to be able to have as many possibilities that I can. And now that I know Margehi can play there, it's good. And so we know how the match went. City doing really decent in the first half of the match, first half of the first half, only for Bournemouth to 3-pass goal score on us. City take it into the 84th minute for Gehi, making up for the tap in that he missed. Finally got a header in, which was a more difficult situation, go figure. And Sharpie with assists for both of these goals. His pass, him finding Bouaddi, and Bouaddi, the first touch to the goal, like cold-blooded. City win at home, an amazing way to start the season. A little bit of adversity, breaking through, subs made, created change. I guess where do we start the conversation with this match?
Let's be super positive, right? Gehi, man of the match, 8.5 on FOTMob. First goal, tied the game, as you said. But like the numbers, 95% completion percentage. His heat map was all over the place. He's an athlete, right? So it's not like he was logging around the pitch. Like he was moving. He was great on second balls. He obviously added an aerial presence in the midfield, right, beside Anderson. I thought they worked well together for the first time ever. They clearly know each other from the England World Cup team. We had basically a midfield. We had the English midfield without Jude. We had Nico, O'Reilly, Elliot Anderson, and Gehi. We just made our own. That's how talented we are, y'all. But I'm going to take it to the negative now. Once we saw that Rico Lewis was out there on the right, we knew what this was, right? Because he hasn't been able to grow over the summer. Like he hasn't grown at all in the last 4 years. We know what this is. We also know what Foden is on the right wing. So you had a very diminutive right wing, a very controlled right wing. Not a lot of burst, not a lot of pace, just a lot of technical ability, big tech energy over there. Call him Silicon Valley. But it was okay. It was all right. And we almost had one of the best team goals ever, the one where Foden ended up with the back heel to Rico. But Rico didn't square the ball. He just shot it.
Yeah.
But if he would have squared it, we had two runners right there. It could have been one of the best team goals we've ever seen at City. And I saw that highlight today. And I was like, man, that would have changed the whole dynamic of the match, right? Because we were playing some beautiful stuff. And as Courtney said, Pep Zero is real because all Pep talks about and what he practiced was solutions. You have different things. You try different things. You see players in different lights. He gave us the inverted fullbacks. He gave us, so many things. Cancelo up, Rico Lewis up. We've seen Pep do it, and now it's just another manager who is also making things happen. So overall, not our best performance, but you don't need to be the best. You just need to win with an incomplete squad. That 3 points was special, man. Latest comeback since the Aguero goal for Man City.
Yeah, I will continue with the negative with Rico Lewis. 2 for 9 in ground duels, oddly enough, 1 for 1 in aerial duels. I understand he's not tall, and I understand that he's not fast, but there's a level of ability that you would expect to make up for that, because they talk about short people, they talk about center of gravity, being hard to knock him over, and that motherfucker was just getting tossed around the entire match. He never gets a ref call, and there were moments when he would have the ball and people would be pushing on him. He's just so frantic, and like in small spaces, like quickly receiving the ball, quickly passing it, he's great. But the second there's some body on him, that is when you kind of see, and you, or at least I see red, I hear alarm bells going off, and I started getting stressed out. And obviously, Nunes was injured. He came in, and when he came in, immediately good things started happening. Obviously, there were other moves that facilitated that, but the width on the ball between him and Shirky, like we saw just space open up because Foden and Rico Lewis are both players who want to play centrally. They want to play all in everybody else's space. Like, you shouldn't be in other people's spaces. Get out of their space. Like, what are we doing? Like, this is not Pep's football anymore. He doesn't want small spaces. Maresca wants wide spaces. He wants people to give you each other area to attack, for you to then attack that open space. Movements. Move yourself, not the ball.
All valid. But I think what you saw were two of our squad players starting when two of our starters were not fit to play 90 minutes or play 60 plus minutes, right? Like that's just the name of the game right now. Again, this is not a denigration of two wonderful academy projects. People have won so many things for the club, but that's their role now, and that's okay. Like, we need everybody to be on board. They play parts. Phil had a great chance, like I said, to get the pass before the pass. He has some really good stuff he played. Rico was in those pockets. He can make the runs. Sadly, he's 21, so he doesn't have grown man strength because he's not a grown man. I think the Rico Lewis you'll see at 25, wherever he's playing, is going to be a lot stronger, right? Think about how much stronger Bernardo Silva got from the time he got to City to, like, old, wiry man, 30-year-old Bernardo, right? Like, it took time, but he developed it, and they're the same size. And Bernardo Silva never had to play as a fullback going up against wingers. It's a totally different beast when you're all the way back there and you're dealing with the biggest, fastest, aggressive people in Premier League history almost, or you're Bernardo Silva, who is either playing right wing, going, pressing up there, or he's drifting to midfield. Rico's doing the opposite. He's going midfield and back. So it's just a really tough thing to see somebody be played out of position. But hey, he sacrificed for the club. It's not like he told Maresca, hey, I can't do it. He gave it his best shot. It happened. And now I'm excited, hopefully, for Nunes to be fully fit for Friday. Like, that's what I want. Give me 27 out there and give me 10. Because if I see Foden start over Shirky again, I'm going to crash out. For the record. Like, I know this is fitness-based, but we haven't talked about the Shirky of it all for real. But, like, that man is a savant, bro. He does this all the time. Like, it doesn't matter what stadium he's in. It's like, if he plays for more than 25 minutes, something good is going to happen. And 9 times out of 10 or 8 times out of 10, and he's incredible, bro. He's so, so great.
Yeah, Ryan Shirky created 4 chances in 27 minutes, which was the most in the match. Like,
Now, against a tired defense, I'm sure that's part of the game plan, right? Like, hey, he only has so many to give. Go wear him out. But when he came on, man, he made, like, that pass to Vardiol. The corner delivery is great, right? Perfectly placed corner. After he did another one with his other foot before that. But to get that pass off to the patience to dribble left, and then in the pocket, cut it back, because I see you're not going to take the ball off me because you don't want to give up a free kick. And then see the little sliver to hit triangle and get that through pass through, man. The perfect touch. And then Vardiol, man, 6'4" striker. Like, Croatian striker out here, showing Holland how it's done. Like, it was so beautiful. We were like, wait, was that onside? You were like, I think it's onside.
Right?
Like, it was good, man. Like, it's phenomenal, man. And those are the points that you need to win a title. Sometimes it's that simple, right? Did you get the draw? Did you get the win? Those 2 points could be so crucial to help us, buoy us to get back this Premier League we haven't won in a couple years.
Maresca said that he actually wasn't sure if Shirky was going to play. Like, that's actually how, like, not in shape. But it's funny, he's obviously in shape. He's an athlete. But there's a difference between running up and down, what is needed. but he gave his all. Like there were multiple times in that match where Sharpie was the one sprinting 30, 40 meters up to the ball to try to get them to slow down, to pause with the ball, to not be able to waste time. It wasn't Holland running up there. It wasn't Phil. Well, Foden was gone, but he was the one who was starting the press, and then that's when other people would join with him. So, and that's the difference. That is what you want to see from a player like Sharpie, because people hate him for those, not hate him, but hate at him. Those are the things that his effort, his intensity, how hard does he play? And he's showing, hey, I'm trying. I'm giving this my all. You think that I'm not 90 minutes shape, but I'm going to give my all for 24 minutes, 25 minutes. And that's exactly what we needed to see. And thank you for it.
Before we leave Ryan Sharkey, because I know we got to go soon, we watched this man beat Arsenal twice in a month, and then Pep didn't play him against Bournemouth. Like, we were there. Like that really, he helped us win a title, win a cup against Arsenal, and beat them in the Premier League. And then Pep said, "You're not going to play against Bournemouth." So there are some things like big brain Pep 1.0. Like he overthought it. If Sharky's fit, you play Sharky, and we figure out the rest later. When Haaland's fit, we start Haaland. Donnaruma's fit, he starts. There are just certain players on the pitch that are guaranteed their spots. Sharky's that guy. He goes right there. Like, don't overthink this. Play your best 11 when possible. So again, he fell out of fitness because he didn't play at France, right? So he's not going to be as perfect shape as he was when he left in May. But once he gets there, now that he's been back over a week, go crazy, Sharky. Like I want him to win the whatever the assist title is called. The one Bruno won last year. I want him to break Bruno's record and bring it back to City. He's only got 20 to go. 37 matches. Let's go.
Nico O'Reilly, I want to talk about him a little bit. Like, FODMAP rating wasn't great, but he did what was needed. He brought the physicality. That's what Maresca said. The reason why he played Gahey and Nico O'Reilly in the midfield was because Bournemouth were going to bring the physicality, and they did. Ayo, Adam Smith, fuck you, boy. Like, he was pissing me off. The referee, Jared Gillett, like, go back to Australia, my boy. Like, he was pissing me off. Like, the shenanigans, the hijinks that they Bournemouth were getting away with, and Jared Gillett must have just been like happy to be there. He averages, like, it was below average, his calls of fouls. Like, he is just known for letting the game go, and we kind of saw it. It was frustrating, but in the end, City got the W. So I'm not gonna be too mad about it.
For the record, he did not call one of the easiest yellows you could call. When Smith, clearly Semenyo's on a break, Smith dives into him, and he just calls a regular foul. Like, no, you're stopping a possible break on, like, towards goal. Like, in our third, in the offensive half of the field. Should have been an easy yellow. Would have changed the way Smith played, because he just kept, doing the shithousery, and not like dirty shithousery, but just like annoying, right? Just not getting calls. So again, I'm not calling him a dirty player, but we all watched it. Like, we know he should have been booked. And it's just like, when penalties don't get given, those affect games, right? That's context. That was a part of the context. Like, Semenyo would have taken his lunch money, because he did the first 15 minutes, didn't get the call, and then all of a sudden, like, now he can't get any other call. So it's like, hey, even though the 35-year-old made it, we still find a way to overcome. And so I'm happy that, everybody dug deep, and now we can use that moving forward. And shouts to Nico O'Reilly. He played in his natural position. I think it's his first start there in the Prem, because he did it in, like, the Community Shield. Really happy for him to be there. He looks great in that role. He has the technical ability. And if Haaland was just a little bit more on, he might have had an assist.
Yeah.
With that beautiful pass from the byline, that crossed into the box. So
yeah,
it was a good performance for the first time. But yeah, we acquitted ourselves well in a situation where it would have been easy to get a draw. No, we kept going and got the dub.
Mm-hmm. And that is the biggest thing. Like, because I know a lot of people were upset with the lineup, but again, Nunes was not 90 minutes fresh. Sharkey, not 90 minutes fresh. Obviously, we want to see Nico G. Like, what's going on with Nico G? Like that's kind of weird. But obviously, in Gay, he was fine. Just like Maresca said in that clip, he was fine. He didn't lose the ball. He maintained it. He put himself in dangerous spots. He looked to give the ball to his teammates. He didn't try to do more than was needed. And that is kind of what you need. Like when you have the teammates that he has, all you have to do is just do your job. That is all you got to do. Nothing crazy. So it is good to see everybody do their job, step up where they are, and show their best versions of themselves. But yes, against Crystal Palace, Nunes, please be healthy and start Sharkey. I don't want to say it's over for Foden because Foden technically looks better. It just is different when we see Sharkey playing at his best. Sharkey at his best, we know what that looks like. We technically still don't know what Foden at his best looks like.
Let me ask you a question real quick. Who was the better striker for City when they were playing together? Was it Haaland or was it Alvarez?
It was Haaland.
It was Haaland, right? It's simple. We know that, right? It's not like a negative to a slight to Alvarez to say Haaland was better. We're in kind of the same situation now. Sharky's just better. And it doesn't mean Foden isn't really, really great and has amazing ability and can do great things. But if you have to pick a player, you pick the better player. And in the big matches, which are Premier League matches, when possible, until we have to start figuring out, which match means more, you go with him. And we're going to need Phil Foden to win multiple trophies. We have to. Like, he is so vital to this club. And I'm not saying get him out. I'm not being that guy at all. I'm just saying, and we're just saying what we all see. And you start to see some of the other guys who, talk about the Prem and all the other clubs, like, Sharky's that guy, man. It's not hard to see. Your eyes didn't lie to you. And Maresca can see it. He knows.
He knows.
He knows. And I trust him. I trust Big Enzo.
And Enzo, he has a relationship with Foden, so I do think he's trying. I do think he's really trying. He's like, come on, Phil. Like, I'm going to start you. And they'll probably start him again this week against Palace and then see what goes. And then if he still struggles and if he brings Sharkey in and Sharkey does what Foden can't again, yeah, then it's bad. It's really bad. Foden, it just seems like, even though he's a young player, it just seems like the game is kind of evolved around him. The amount of pushing and shoving that you can get away with in the Premier League, the amount of physicality, the strength that you can use when dealing in duels and things like that. Just Foden can't keep up. It is what it is.
Foden's not a young player, bro. That man, 26. He's a grown man with a family.
That's fair.
That man.
The
young player award is out. Young player, Nico Riley.
Yes.
Ryan Sharkey, young player.
Yes.
Phil Foden grown. He just little. Like, another tiny boy out there. Him and Rico doing it together.
And he hasn't gotten that grown man strength yet. And this is when it's supposed to show up. This is when it's supposed to come there. And he's still just like,
get your Bernardo on, bro.
Getting knocked off the ball.
We never said Bernardo looked weak, ever. He's a dog. A little chihuahua out there.
Yeah, that half spin used to work when you had space, but players aren't given space anymore. Mm-hmm. And you can give a player a little nudge. So if he's whipping his body to make that half turn and you get a little push, you move, you get knocked off the ball, and that's not called as a foul anymore. It just is what it is. And that's what we saw multiple times in the game against Bournemouth. He would take the ball and try to make a movement and just get pushed off the ball. And then, Rico Lewis was just literally getting launched. But this is not a gang up on them. It is what it is. Kovacic came on, brought some energy. It is what it is. Okay, cool. Let's move on to this game this weekend. Crystal Palace. Shout out to the homie Rich Amposa of Eagle-Eyed Football. Had a nice conversation with him for our Man City versus Crystal Palace match preview. That will be out on Patreon Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday morning, bright and early Wednesday, probably even midnight. Let's just have it like that for Patreon, for you to listen to, for you to enjoy. It's kind of bad in Crystal Palace right now. Mateta is trying to legally get his contract ended. Ismail Assar is possibly going to go to Galatasaray. Daniel Munoz, he's probably going to be leaving. They had to sell Lacroix for PSR reasons. And they brought in players, but it's like it's they're younger players, or it is, oh my god, who was it? Who did they just bring in that I was like, oh, that's who they brought in? Of course,
I'm looking at the lineup. Was he on the bench or did he start? I see Gasson. He was there last year. Tomoyasu? Is that who you're talking about?
I mean, yes, that is one of the
Mingueza from Spain.
Dwight McNeil. They brought in.
Oh, yeah. They did a swap with Brendan Johnson.
Yes. Dwight McNeil, like bringing in Dwight McNeil. And I get that they have similar numbers and everything, but I don't know. Like if
Dwight McNeil's never been fast, bro. I know Brendan Johnson's fast. I don't know what they're thinking. Bro, if we don't beat Crystal Palace, I'll be so disappointed.
Yes.
Like, I could accept, like, us drawing the Bournemouth on the first day, an incomplete squad. Nah, we got bodies in. We got this window under our belt. We got some ideas that we're working on. You got to go get the 3 points. I know it's away, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. So I know it's away, but you figure out how to do it on a Friday night. Because then we get time to kind of like get ourselves together, and we don't have another match until Coventry on Saturday the 5th. So we get 8 days off after back at home before the derby. So like it's time to like start the season. We could start a season, man, winning 5 games in a row. Okay, not beat United and beat United as a part of that. Like that's the vision. Every game's a win. I don't care about how it looks. Just give me 15 points, maybe 13 out of 15. And I think we can start to push Arsenal for real. But we gotta get the title back, man. 2 years, we ain't never did this, bro. What you mean it's 2 years, no trophy? What you mean?
I hate it.
It's time to get it back. It's time to get it back. Thank you, Pep. Love you. We couldn't get it done last 2. Let's pull a slot. By any means necessary. Get that title.
Let's go. Yeah, I think this should be light work, honestly, as respectfully as I can be about it. Crystal Palace, and there's a lot of change happening there. The fact that it's away might make it a little more difficult, I guess, but the fan base really isn't in a good spot. And I mean, I guess technically Crystal Palace did win in the FA Cup final, but that was it. I'm trying
That
to like
was a bullshit call because he definitely was.
Yeah, yeah, no, right? The last time they won in the Premier League was 2021. So it's been a while. Oh yeah, that was the Laporte Red. Oh, bro, that actually might be a fun match to try to watch. I'm gonna see if I can rewatch this game. I mean, obviously it's pain, but this was Foden false 9. Oh, bro, Pep was just trying shit.
The rabbit hole.
Oh,
love it.
Goodness. All right. We will be back next week for all more actually, we won't even be back good week. We'll be back on Thursday for Patreon Friday with the boy Boz. Let's go. This is super exciting. Again, like, rate, review, all of those things. Subscribe. Appreciate you guys. Sharpie Charlie, please let people know where they can find you and the things that you do.
Hello. Please find me on every social media site at Sharpie Charlie.
Hey, and find us everywhere at Shades of Blue NW. If there is an app, chances are we are on it at Shades of Blue N like night, W like win. like Man City did this. Let's go, 3 points. You know the vibes. Shady gang, shady gang, shady gang.